How's it going, everyone? I'm going to go ahead and just make sure my audio is on. I think my audio is on. I'm going to do that. And then also right now, I'm going to add Instagram to the stream. So yeah, let me just do that real quick. And just also let you know that today is day 17 of using AI to launch a custom trading bot. It's going to be a pretty exciting day. We're going to go over here. So this is the agenda, right? Today, we're going to go over the results from our past days of launching trading bots. Then we're going to launch a full brand new trading bot using AI. It's going to be wicked awesome. And again, we're going to hang out here. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, leave them in the comments below. And if you want to use the software that I'm using in the video right now, there's going to be a link in the description. It's either going to be below the video or above the video. You just click that link. It'll take you right over. Sign up, check it out, learn more. If you have any questions, just let me know. And if you want to work one-on-one with me to actually help you, go deep dive into this stuff, obviously just, click the link or type a comment down below that you want to work with me one-on-one. I'll be sure to help you out there. A little bit about me before we hop into things. I've made my family over $1 million trading. I'm currently 26. I have done this really from like the ages of like 19 to 20. And have managed to keep all that money. Okay, that's number one. Is most important is you have to make money, but you also have to keep it, right? And in this video series, we're going to use AI to launch trading bots, but also I'm going to help you basically make the transition, from basically a beginner to an intermediate trader to an intermediate trader to an expert. We're going to be able to help out people of all kinds of trading backgrounds. In this series. And so without further ado, I'll go ahead and just share my screen. Right over here. Give me 1 second. Boop. Share screen. Boom. Cool. So you guys should be able to see that, right? I'm going to make myself right here, kind of put myself in this little corner. Great. So that being said, guys, this is Arcade, right? And again, this is the software that we're going to be using to really go through a robust sort of program here. Okay, I'm going to kind of show you this this sort of framework real quick before we get into this stuff. This is a framework that I take all my customers through, and we're going to be able to do all of this inside of one program, right? So if you're a trader, right, you're going to either be a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Okay, and you can go from beginner to advanced all in one platform. Okay. And really, like, there's a level beyond advanced, which is expert, right? Which is basically you have all of your trading totally automated. You can do all of that inside of the software that we're going to use today, right? So literally, you can use this AI to learn the basics, right? So again, hopefully we can zoom in here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to zoom. We can zoom, but that sucks. I want to be able to zoom for you guys, but basically there's the basics here, which is like what comprises the market, what are assets, what are order types, what are instrument types. You have to learn all of that. It's absolutely mandatory that you know exactly what's going on, who the players are, right? Once you know that, then you can kind of dive into strategies and indicators. A lot of people never really even get to this point, right? They kind of just are stuck without even learning the basics. And they'd be like, are gamblers, right? They're people who struggle, with their instinct, their emotion, and they struggle with following the rules, these types of things. And it's really hard for them to be successful over the long term with their trading because they have no rules, right? And they don't really even know the basics, right? So once we get you, right, and again, everything I'm telling you right here, this roadmap, you can do every single step of it inside this platform that I'm about to show you. Once you have your strategy and once you know the basics, then you're going to go into back testing, which we're going to do today in this video. We're going to learn some strategies. We're going to back test it. Today, we won't be covering whether or not it's worth it, quote unquote, but there's some secret sauce here that my customers have access to. And then after that, we're going to actually be able to launch a bot, right? We're going to launch a paper trading bot, right? And you can see these red arrows. So every single time that you move from one step to another, it's either good and you move to the next step, or it's bad and you have to go find a strategy, right? The strategy is the most important part, right? The strategy is your rules on how to trade, right? It's if this happens, buy. If this happens, sell. Those rules should ultimately lead you to profitability, right? Tremendous profitability. So if at any point in time you find yourself not profitable, always return back to your strategy, right? And unfortunately, it may happen all the way over here, right? Go back and edit your strategy. Go back and find a new strategy, right? So this is the roadmap we're following. And again, you're going to be able to do every single step here in this platform. And again, for my customers, right, for my clients who I work one-on-one with, I take them down this roadmap step by step. And there's videos right here, right? After we're done working, you also still have like video access. And also inside of our Knowledge Hub, there's like video tutorials and all that stuff to help you literally step by step do the entire process. So again, if you want to work with me, feel free to click the link below or leave a comment letting me know that you're interested, and I'll be sure to reach out. So anyways, that being said, guys, let's go ahead and actually dive into the results of the trading bots that we've built so far, which is, this is day one, the RSI overbought, oversold on the 5-minute chart. The performance of this thing still kind of has not changed. It's $18,101, which again is amazing, right? I don't mean to, not hype that up. It's insane. This was done totally for me by our automated system, right? Like literally I typed this in English, which you'll see shortly. And then it just takes literally all the trades for me. Like you could see, these are the trades it's taken for me, right? Over time. And this is how my portfolio has grown over time. This is every single trade right here. As you can see, it's taken many, many trades, right? Taken many, many trades. And you can see every single one of these, for your specific strategy. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, again, just leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to answer that for you guys, okay? So anyways, that being said, the next strategy that we want to kind of check out here is the, let's see, the do moving average crossover. Their description right here, and let's see the performance of it. So this one has still only made 143 bucks, really not anything too special. So you can kind of see the performance here. Not really too special. We won't spend too much time on it. Let's go to day 10. On day 10, $3,229 profit, right? So right now we're a little over $21,000 profit, in terms of like realized gain, which is pretty great. You can see the performance over time here. And then all the entire trade history here. The win rate has been pretty solid here. Best trade, all this stuff, right? So everything there is looking pretty solid. The next one, day 13, is the ADX trend strength strategy. So this one hasn't taken any of these trades. It's kind of boring, so I'm going to turn it off. So I'm going to stop this strategy. Moving on to day 14, you have the pullback to the EMA. This one has lost us $1,800. So now we're down around $19,000 profit, right? Somewhere in that ballpark. Day 15 for us, no trades. Excuse me, day 16, no trades. And again, this kind of leads me to, when you had like a $100,000 position in Tesla, and for some reason that, and that prevented us from taking trades, right? It took away all the liquidity that we had access to, right? So we want to go ahead and make sure that is no longer an issue for us. Like, okay, again, so the portfolio here, you can see the portfolio in Alpaca. Again, this is literally just a paper trading account. It's a test account. And you can see that position is still open. We made $5,000 on it. And we need to exit this position. So I don't want to cancel any orders. I want to liquidate. So this is a position right here. I want to go to my positions. See, this is canceled. For some reason, this canceled. That's so weird. I'm not sure why it canceled my order to sell. So we want to sell. We want to sell Tesla. And we want to sell 306.961. So this is preventing us, this lack of liquidity is preventing us from actually like buying more stuff, right? And having our trades actually execute, right? So I need to make a sell order. So that just went through right now. Now we can go back and create a new bot. And so hopefully in the coming days, we'll have these other bots actually be taking trades for us now that we have some liquidity back, and hopefully that trade is placed here. So anyways, guys, that being said, let's go ahead and generate some strategies, right? So we kind of went through, basically we were assessing results of our paper trading bots, right? Because those are all paper trading bots that we were just looking at. We assessed the results of them. And now, again, we're going to say we're not satisfied, right? So now we're going to go back to the drawing board and look at some more strategies here, okay? And so how we're going to do that is just by literally asking to give me some trading strategy ideas, right? We're going to ask the AI here to just give me some trading strategy ideas. And then we're going to compare. Have we already launched a trading bot under that strategy? If we already have used every single trading strategy, the thing we're going to do is actually just ask it to generate more for us, right? So let's look for the moving average crossover strategy here. Have we launched that one here? And again, this one right here, so I think this is the dual moving average crossover strategy. It doesn't say dual, but like, so 50-day, 200-day, basically is a dual moving average crossover. So we kind of have done that one already. So RSI overbought, oversold, let's check that. RSI overbought, oversold. I think this might be day one. Yeah, right here, day one. Bollinger Band squeeze. Right here, this is day 5. We've already done that one. MACD crossover strategy. Let's see if we, yep, right there, day 4. Stochastic oscillator divergence strategy. We have overbought. Right here, there's the oscillator divergence. Parabolic SAR. Day 15. ADX and DI crossover. So we've never done that one. That one seems, we have the ADX, but we don't have the ADX and DI crossover strategy. So we're going to use that one. We also haven't done the Ichimoku cloud break strategy. Never heard of that one, actually. And so there's a few on here that we haven't done, but we're going to go for just the first one that we haven't done. So all we literally have to do to start creating and automating, back testing, all this stuff is say, please automate number 7. Now, before we click the button to actually automate number 7, here's what we're doing, right? We're going from strategy. So right now we're going to actually back test, okay? In a little bit, we're going to generate the strategy and then we're going to back test it, right? But if you wanted to learn more about a strategy, all I would have to do is say, please teach me more about number 7 or whatever, right? Tell me the pros and cons. Tell me, whatever questions you have, you could simply just ask any question, right? It's very, very simple. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and just continue with the prompt, right? Please automate number 7. I'm going to take a little swig of my Celsius. Again, guys, if you have any questions or want to use the software that we're talking about in today's video, the link's below. And if you want to work with me one-on-one through this process, just let me know. Okay, guys? So anyways, that being said, sure, I can help you with that, right? So again, now it kind of is a game of 20 questions, right? So we literally just go right here. What is the time frame you want to use, right? So right here, we're going to use, honestly, the 1-minute time frame. We want to take a lot of trades. In my personal trading, I'm a position trader. Oh, sorry, guys, you haven't been seeing this. So we asked for 10 strategy ideas. I'm not sure if you saw that, right? So we asked for 10 strategy ideas. We went through this. We asked to automate number 7, and now it's asking us some questions. We're going to say we want on the 1-minute time frame. For the entry conditions, so we're literally just going to go chalk. We're going to go literally exactly as it says. We're just going to say yes. No other conditions. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the yes. Just make it no other conditions. So 3. No take profit or stop loss. Sell. So, all right, let's say exit. Exit when above 25, right? That's just literally exactly what it says. We're just going to do exactly what it says. If you have any edits or suggestions, just let me know, and I could try it out in the next, installment, if you will, of this series. So next thing we want to do is answer this last question. Any specific time restrictions for trading? So basically this allows us to trade on Tuesdays at 9:45 a.m., right? But for this case, we're going to say just trade 24/7 during market hours, right? So we're just going to submit our answers to all those questions because it really just wants to get a good sense of what exactly our trading strategy is. And so, boom, it gives us the specifics, and we're going to say great. Let's see. So normally this button would turn green. I'm going to say kind of just confirm it there for it real quick. And for some reason, it's not letting me generate the strategy, right? So what we're going to do is going to be this. What we're going to do is actually refresh this chat. For some reason, it didn't analyze correctly. So we're just going to make it very clear again. We're going to drop this in there. And then again, for some reason, take profit. For some reason, it wants us to give take profit. So maybe it really wants us on this strategy. It might need a take profit and stop loss. I don't know. No, yeah, great. So yeah, now it's going to allow us to generate that strategy, right? And so the AI understands our exact strategy, is extracting the rules of our strategy, the one that we just created together, and now it's generating the code as if it was like a software engineer, right? Like imagine a guy on Wall Street who gets paid. I mean, the guys who do this on Wall Street get paid, literally like millions of dollars per year. If on a good year, they get paid potentially like tens of millions of dollars per year for writing these strategies, creating these strategies, right? So this AI is literally doing that for you. Now it's refining the structure of that strategy, right? It's like the QA, right? The quality assurance person. And then in a couple minutes here, right? Or maybe less than that, probably less than that, it's going to be complete with it. And it's going to literally put it right here, right? And we're going to be able to back test it. We're going to be able to launch it as a paper trading bot. We're going to be able to do all of that stuff, right? It's honestly super easy. And again, guys, if you want to use this software, right? Literally just click the link down below or comment, right? Because look, as I was speaking, here's our strategy, exactly what we want, right? The description, the strategy specific settings. If I want to change any of these things, all I have to do is come over here and just change it, right? All of those can be changed. We're going to come back later and launch a paper trading bot right here. But for now, we're going to go and actually backtest this thing. So in previous videos, I mentioned that we're only trade NVIDIA. It's not a recommendation to trade NVIDIA. It's mainly the reason why we trade NVIDIA is to keep everything consistent. So we're just testing out the actual strategy, not the ticker, right? We want to limit our variables so that we could be sure. This might be a little bit funky here. Yeah, for some reason I have to tell so there might be there's a bug in the code right now. So I have to go tell my engineer about this, right? We're launching a beta version of the platform, or a new beta version that will be less buggy. But as you can see right here, this kind of ran into an issue, but I'll be sure to tell my engineer right now and be able to get it figured out. So unfortunately, this bot right here will actually have to wait until next tomorrow, basically, right? But for right now, I'm going to have to pause the video and come back tomorrow, day 17, ADX trend crossover strategy. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait for this one. I'm going to save it, and we'll come back and launch this thing and backtest it tomorrow in addition to day 18. So I promise I'll make it up to you guys, okay? Now, again, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I will catch you tomorrow. I look forward to it, okay? And again, if you are a trader or you know any other traders, please share this video with them if they find it helpful, if they find it meaningful. We really would appreciate your help spreading the word, because we are not venture backed. We are built for traders by traders. And again, it would mean the world to us, right? We don't have $1 million gajillion backing us. It takes people like you and me to help spread the word, so that your help is a tremendous, tremendous value to us, right? Again, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care.